What's up, guys? One on the fence here. I'm driving again. I'm in my dad's truck actually because my family actually went to Paramount Church in Paramount, obviously. And I was just interviewing with the bishop just now because I'm going through the temple pretty soon. I had to get a temple interview because my recommend expired back in December. I'm gonna get over to this lane right here. So that's why I'm all dressed up right now. Just had an interview with the bishop and I got my temple recommend. And now I'm heading to the Paramount Church right now. So my cousin Chalet got back from her mission from Michigan, Lansing, and she's giving her farewell talk today, and we're gonna go see her. So yeah, it should be pretty cool. My cousin's gonna be there, the Trones, the Carters. Yeah, it should be pretty sweet. So yeah, that's where I'm headed right now. So my recommend is right there, actually. Right there, got my recommend taken care of. So I need to set up an appointment with President Reed sometime this week. So I'll probably just film while I do that, probably sometime. I'll do it sometime this week, I don't know when, but ooh, these brakes are really sensitive. Holy frick, dude, I totally forgot. I'm not used to driving this truck. I drove this truck actually to Washington one time, back in November, actually, a couple weeks after Gabe got back. I drove like halfway to Washington. Dad and Gabe drove some, but I drove like most of the way, so. But yeah, but I got really used to that, to driving this back then, but now I haven't driven this thing in like a few months, so it's like, I'm not used to the brakes here. The brakes are so sensitive, like you barely tap it, it just like lurches forward, like oh my gosh. Or lurches backward more like. I lurch forward, but anyway, so been studying up on scriptures and preach my gospel. I've been doing that like every single night, and it's helping me a lot. Like it's helping me prepare. And I'm very glad that I started doing it, because I hear that there's missionaries out there that went on their missions without even studying. They didn't even look at their preach my gospel, you know. And my Uncle D actually told me while we were at the airport waiting for Chalet, he's like, yeah, there are missionaries out there that really regret not studying the preach my gospel because they realize that it's a really useful tool for them. And I'm like, yeah, I've actually been studying like every night for me. He's like, yeah, that's good. Keep that up, and you'll do just fine. I was like, that's the goal here. Oh my gosh, this traffic on McMillan and Locust Grove. You know how in the last video I was like, oh, what the heck is up with this traffic, man? Oh my god. Well, apparently there was like this intersection right here, McMillan and Locust Grove. Apparently there was like a construction going on or something, and there were like construction workers that had like the stop signs and the slow signs, and that's why the traffic was so backed up. Because they were focusing on literally one side of the intersection at a time. They couldn't like have both of the traffic go because they had to do one side of it at a time. So it literally, and I was actually caught up in that traffic when I was coming back home. When I was driving, I was coming back home. I was caught up in that traffic, and I was just like backed up. Like it was like backed up so far, and it literally took me like 10 or 15 minutes just to get past that stupid crap. It was terrible. So, but it doesn't seem like it's doing that anymore. So. Anyway, dude, stop filming like half my head. Like, seriously, I hate when I do that. Yeah, but not really much going on. Just going to Paramount to see Chalet, give her a farewell talk. I'm giving my farewell talk on May 10th. I don't know when my last video will be on this channel. I don't know what day will be the last one, but I'm gonna make that a special occasion. I'm gonna be all like emotional, all crying, like it's the last day before I go. And I won't be able to do this for 2 years. Whatever, I'm not gonna do that. I don't cry. I'm not the crying type, you know. The last and only time that I think I've ever cried in my teenage years, well, maybe not my teenage years, but ever since I've been in high school, or like maybe even middle school. I don't know, actually no, in middle school I actually cried. Michael Thompson was a terrible person. He made me cry one time because he was just so stupid. I think high school I'd never cried once, but I think the last time that I actually cried was at my grandpa's funeral. I wasn't like bawling or anything, I was just like tearing up, you know. The last time I think I actually bawled was, like I said, Michael Thompson, you know, at that pool party. He was just being a total jerk to me, I was just sick of him. And then Mom picked me and Gabe up, and I was all like freaking out. I was like, you have no idea what he does to me. You have no idea. You don't know how I feel, you know. I was all freaking out and crying and yelling and all that crap. Because I didn't think that she understood me, you know. But anyway, that's literally, that was like in 8th grade. That was like 5 years ago. Like, I don't need to worry about that. When I was at our church, I actually saw the missionaries. Okay, I mentioned this in the April 7th vlog, the one that I deleted. Okay, so apparently they texted me. I think it was on the 6th. It was the day before I filmed that vlog. They texted me asking what I was doing. Like if I was like, they said that they were gonna, like, they asked if I liked sports and asked if I was doing anything. I didn't get that text till the next day. I don't know why that happened, but I texted them back saying, oh, I didn't get your text till just now. What were you guys planning on doing? And they never replied, but they were just talking about that earlier today, like half an hour ago. They were like, oh yeah, we didn't reply to your text, but yeah, it was just our P day. We're wondering if you're doing anything. And I was like, dude, I would have totally, I totally would have, done whatever you're doing, and played sports, whatever you were doing. I would have totally joined you, And I was like kind of hanging around there for a while. I was like, well, I got an interview with the bishop, so I was like, oh, okay. He's like, oh, okay, sorry, I don't want to keep you waiting. I was like, no, it's fine. You don't have to worry about anything. Anyway, why am I even still freaking recording? Like, you don't care about this crap. You don't care. You can go ahead and go, Van. Go ahead and go, yeah. Are you going to church? If you are, then this is kind of awkward because I'm totally filming you. Yeah, this reminds me of when I would drive to school every single morning. I had to get up early today, man, because I had to go to the interview with the bishop. Getting up that early, well, I actually only got up at like 10 o'clock. And it's like 11 o'clock right now. But getting up early like that, oh my gosh, it reminded me of going to school, of getting up for school. Oh my God. Just driving, taking this path. Just reminds me of going to my senior project presentation, dude. It was kind of this early in the morning. There's the school right there. Why are there people there? Oh crap, I'm supposed to turn right here. Whoops. Good thing there's no one behind me. They would have ran right into my butt, man. So anyway, I'm here now. Here's the church. This is actually the church that I did that talent show in, the seminary talent show when I performed half measures. This is the church I performed that at. Can you go any slower, lady? Hurry up. My gosh, you're walking as slow as a freaking turtle. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end it once I park. If there's any parking, if I can even find any parking spot. Oh, I think that's our car right there, actually, that Suburban. I'm pretty sure that's ours. Actually, no, it's not. Man, I need to find a parking spot, man. Jeez. This better be the right church, because there's two churches. Oh, there they are. Okay, cool. All right. So, I will park right here. And, oh crap, hold on. The frick? Dad's like, oh, no. I'm not running into anything. Oops. Whoops. I just ran into the curb. Okay, so my family's here. I'm actually parked like pretty near them, so I will see you guys whenever I see you. Bye.